Good morning. It's Tuesday, July 8th, and today I'm reading in Matthew chapter 14, and I'm reading about the story of Jesus walking on the water. And it says that starting in verse 25, it says that he went to them walking on the Sea of Galilee. And when the disciples saw him, they were very scared, and they said, "It's a ghost." And Jesus immediately said to them, "Be of good cheer. It's I. Do not be afraid." So immediately he wants them to know it's me. It's him. Well, then Peter said to him, "Lord, if it's you, command me to come to you on the water." So he said, "Come." And when Peter got down out of the boat, went to Jesus, he started walking on water. But then he saw that the wind was boisterous and tossing around, and he became afraid, and he began to sink, crying, "Lord, save me." And immediately Jesus stretched out his hand, caught him, and said to him, "Oh, you of little faith, why did you doubt?" And they got in the boat, and the wind settled down. So what is that all about? Why did the Bible mention that? Well, it's a miracle for someone to walk on water, actually walk on the sea. And so that's number one. Jesus is supernatural, and he can do whatever he wants to do. Well, the second thing is, when the disciples saw him, they were scared because they weren't expecting him to come walking on the water. There was no plan for that. He had just sent him into the sea, so they really weren't expecting him to come at all. And so then they thought he was a ghost. But he says, "Oh no, it's I. Don't be afraid." So sometimes we don't recognize Jesus, and we think it's something else, and we're a little scared of it. And the thing is, we have to know he is with us, and he is working in us, and we shouldn't be afraid, and we should try to recognize him. And then the part about Peter getting out and walking, well, as long as he was looking at Jesus, he was just fine. But then the wind got his attention because it was, it was a big wind. And so that caught his attention. And as soon as he took his eyes off Jesus, he started to sink. That's a pretty strong message. We need to keep our eyes on Jesus. And also then, you'd think Jesus would have said to him, "Oh, you poor thing, you were so scared. Don't worry about it." But no, he says to him, "Oh, you of little faith, why did you doubt?" And that's I think the biggest lesson is, when we are afraid, we doubt Jesus. When we are worrying and when we are afraid, we are not trusting and believing in Jesus. We do not have our eyes on him. We have to keep our eyes on him all the time, every day, every minute. And how can we see him? We have to see him with our spiritual eyes. We have to read his word in the Bible, and we have to remember, and we have to hear people talking about, we have to hear good preaching about it. And we have to always know that Jesus is there, and he's in front of us. And yes, the wind might kick up, and things might look pretty scary, but don't let those distractions, no matter how big they are, let you take your eyes off Jesus. Don't let them become bigger than Jesus, because even the wind listened to him and settled down. So nothing is as big as him. Nothing can take him out of that water and sink. He will save us. All we have to do is say, "Lord, save me," and immediately he will reach out his hand and help us. So when you're worrying and scared, you're not trusting Jesus. So keep your eyes on him. Even if you feel like you're walking on water, it's okay. Recognize that Jesus is there with you, and he's going to help you, and he's going to stay with you. And when you start to sink, he's going to reach out his hand so you don't have to be afraid. So I hope that helps you today. God bless you.